So we're in the CSE booth here with Fabio Del Rio and Tim W.K. Brown. We are going to talk about Quartex, their newest game. Actually, it's debuting right today, within the hour, as a matter of fact. Fabio, what can you tell us about Quartex here?
Well, Quartex is our latest family abstract strategy board game. A lot of fun, plays in 30 minutes. The object of the game is to complete shapes with tiles, and if you complete the 4 corners of a shape, you earn tokens. And the trick to the game is the value of those tokens are based on how many tokens are left at the end of the game. So the scoring system can change as the game goes on, and it also changes the strategy as to what shapes to go for and what tiles you want to complete.
How long of a game is it? What's the average length of play?
30-minute game, and you can play 2 to 5 players. And that's when it gets really fun. You get a nice crowd of people going. You know, some people kind of throw tiles out there and just play on the periphery, while others really try to strategize their move, trying to complete as many shapes as possible and trying to earn the tokens. And it's a lot of fun.
How much of the board is set up at the beginning of the game? Do you start off with a certain number of tiles?
Blank.
It starts completely blank?
Yeah, completely blank.
Nothing on the table.
So the first player will be starting
and you each have 5 behind your shield.
Oh, okay.
So the youngest player always goes first. That's the first play. So you always have 5 tiles behind your shield, exactly.
Okay.
And then on your turn, you place it. All the sides have to match up, and then after your turn, you take a new tile.
Okay.
And then you move it along clockwise.
Excellent. And what triggers the end of the game? I know how you score, but...
Yep, the end of the game, basically when all the tiles are gone, whether they've been played or from the bag.
Okay.
So once they've all been played, and if by some chance that you're not able to play a tile, and typically that might happen towards the end of the game, you have to show your tiles to the rest of the group to prove that you can't play it, and if indeed it is true that you can't play it, it's a -1 from your score.
Okay.
Now we're actually here with the designer of Quartex as well here. Is there anything you can tell us about the development of the game? How long did it take to come up with this idea? Has it been long in the running, or is this a fairly recent game?
I created it in 2007, I believe, and I was a fan of Carcassonne, and I thought, well, what happens if I put the symbols on the corners? So I created a set of tiles for that, and I started out with the same where you're just grabbing one and you try and place it, but there was no way you could do that because it just didn't quite fit right. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just grab 5, and it just clicked. It suddenly worked. So yeah, it was pretty quick design actually.
And that was at 2007?
2007,
and
yeah.
you showed it to us in 2009 or 10?
2008 maybe?
Jeez, it took that long?
Yeah. But you didn't actually pick it up, or didn't even talk about picking it up for another year after that.
Well, when I saw it, I knew that we wanted it.
Now you've done other abstract strategy games. We've actually talked about Gridstones on the Spiel in the past. Here now, there's some news about Gridstones as well, right?
Yes, we're getting an iOS app for the iPad and iPhone.
Nice, nice. Is that available now, or what's the time frame on that?
No, we're still a couple months away. We've actually got a beta version here.
Oh, nice.
So we want to bring it out and play with people as much as possible, help us debug it, and it plays just like the regular full version of Gridstones.
That seems like a perfect game to port over.
Totally, it absolutely is. That's why it's the first game we're taking to this format.
Excellent.
Yeah,
excellent.
It's really nice. Yeah.
Well, if people want to find out more about CSE games, where can they go online to find out more things about info about your games?
They can go to csegames.com. How about that? Or they can follow us on Twitter at CSE Games, and that should do it.
Excellent.
Or you can go to my website, which is timwkbrown.com, or follow me on Twitter at timwkbrown.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much, guys, for your time, and best of luck here at GenCon.
Pleasure. Thank you, guys.